Tags. Toxic Tantrum. Oh, this is one of those players. Maybe he should go back to League of Legends where he belongs. Hello everyone and welcome back to that one playthrough of MMORPG Tycoon 2. I am Kyle once again, and this is episode 5. In today's episode, I think I'm going to do what I finally told everyone I was going to do ages ago, which is put a frickin' dockyard here for once. It looks like a nice cozy little cove here, but I think it'd be nice if our town had some way of actually, accepting goods and services into its small community. So with that in mind, I've done some very small amount of delving into the world of the internets, trying to find images of boats and docks and stuff that I can kind of replicate and get some inspiration for. By pictures, I mean pictures on the internet of people playing this game that have done the same thing, but I don't exactly want to copy them, but there's not a lot of ways to go about it. There's a lot of limitations to how you can make certain things look realistic, but then also still understand what they are. So yeah, I'm going to kind of play with some things, I think. I'll probably get rid of this rock. Yeah, let's get rid of that. It doesn't really fit. We don't want it to get in the way of our boats and whatnot. So I think the first thing we'll want to do actually is kind of form the docks themselves before we worry about any ships per se. I guess this is our best option, and if I want to go the width of the road, I'm probably gonna have to go about 2 tables wide. Let's just see what we can do here. Come on, rotate. There we go. That, right? Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. If I just make the tables giant, it could solve all our problems. No, seriously, this could solve all our problems. Those planks are kind of huge pieces of wood, but I could scale it down slightly. What does a 3 look like? Ooh, a 3 is actually pretty good. 3 is pretty close to like the width of the road, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're thinking. So we'll go like this. We'll get the first one lined up with the road. Like so. Yes, very nice, very nice. And we get the little precise move going here, and we're gonna bring that there, drop it down. I said drop it. I said drop it down. Why can't I go lower? Won't let me go lower? Well, that's sad. Okay, what if I go a little further? Then can I go lower? Okay, then I can kind of match up with the ground. Interesting. I don't fully understand that limitation, but I will accept it for what it is. Let's go ahead and put that there like so. Small step in the right direction. Go back into paths. I'm going to get rid of this section real quick. Yeah, there we go. So I'll line it up so that the cobblestones hit the dock like so. That's a little tilted, but it's precarious, but they'll just have to deal with it, alright? Okay, grab our table again. Yeah. Stick to that one. Whoop. Back up to 3. Right now, if we take this next piece, and the goal is going to be some more precise movement. We'll bring it up to like there. Then I want to go, no, rotate. Rotate, thank you. So that we're at, not too steep, like 30-ish degrees, maybe? Oh, crap, that's not what I want to do. Dang it. Gosh, oh, man. Okay, we'll just line it up. Excuse me. Thank you. Don't fall to the ground. Alright, so I'll line that up. Then we'll go translate rotate. Right, yep, okay. So let's get that 30 degrees. And change the axis. There we go, nice and vertical. And we can slide it into place. It doesn't have to be perfect because, I mean, what dockyard is absolutely perfect? Now, I'll leave it there. Put our next one. Actually, what I should do is I might kind of just put a bunch out here so I have something to work with. Doesn't mean that's where they're gonna actually end up though, so just nobody freak out about this yet. Okay, so this is actually pretty close to where it needs to be to line up with one on the ground. So get a little more rotation. Tilt. And back to there. Bring that down slightly. Bring it in closer. And maybe slightly down again. Looking good. Leave it there. Move on to this guy. Slide you back a bit. And we can... yeah, we'll just clip through it. Clip through it and it'll line up perfect. We'll worry about what the underside looks like in a little bit. Okay. Let's go ahead and move some of these out of the way. And we'll get to these guys. Yeah, we'll just slide you into there. Slide you into there. And you can go right on into there. Now, how far out are we? How big is this? I think that would give clearance for maybe small boats to go into this area. I don't want to go too far, do I? We can go one more. One more. One more's not gonna hurt. There we go. We have Z fighting going on here. Oh, there's a little bit of Z fighting, yeah. Z fighting is when you see this kind of like put two objects trying to clip through the same thing at the same time. So we will help that out a little bit just by sliding this back. And yeah, that's fine. It's okay. Oh, it's got clipping there. Oh, we got a couple instances of Z fighting. We might just have to ignore that. We'll look past it. It's whatever. I'm gonna rotate this guy. And we'll go back in a simple move. And we'll form a T here. A little bit more rotation, I think, to line it up better. Nope, nope, too far. It's hard to tell with the ring in the way. We'll start. We'll go there. We'll go there. All right, now we'll slide into the dockyard's DMs, just like that. And then grab this guy. Let's go here, and then ooh, it already rotated for me. It knew what's up. It knew what it wanted. Wanted to be part of the dock. Excellent. Bring this guy over here. Ooh, gonna be harder to line up this one. Do our best. That's all we can ever ask, right? Give it our best shot. Oh, that's not my best shot. Okay, there we go. And we'll just keep bringing these out a little bit further. Oh, got some Z clipping going on. Come on. There, that's good right there. I'm gonna go... This is an excellent question now as to how far out into this bay. I mean, this should be a good-sized dockyard, but not like... I mean, this isn't like major industrial thoroughway. So, yeah, I'm gonna take it out at least one more here. And then, let's take one this direction. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, one more here. Try and get it a little straighter. Nope, that's wrong. And maybe slightly to the other way. Come on, come on. And right in there. Blammo, okay. You know, that might be acceptable for the time being. I say that. And 6 episodes later, we'll still be working on it. That's okay, though. Alright, yeah, I think that's a really good start. Good, we got a foundation down. That's what matters. Now, because this is a bigger end here on this side, so we'll probably have larger boats. Maybe somebody will, like, you know, I don't know, anchor here, but they won't be they'll be too big to kind of actually, hook up to the dock potentially. Can I? Ooh, yeah, I can stack this. There was, okay, so I know this is technically a trebuchet, but like, man, if it kind of could be used as a crane almost. Or is it a crane? It doesn't really say it has a name. I mean, I feel like this could kind of double as a crane. Oh, maybe that's too small. It just has a really big foundation is all, which is kind of annoying. I mean, that's definitely a trebuchet. But I mean, this is like a trebuchet meant to be like on a wall somewhere. But I feel like it could totally double as a crane. So I'm gonna place it on here because that's what it is to me. Oh, that's yep. Let's go and spin you around. Yeah, you are a crane, and I don't care what anyone else says. Warfare. It's called warfare. Whatever it is, it's a crane. Dang it. I think there should also be like a dock specialist or what's the dock man called? The guy that you got to check in with. We should have a checky-inny guy. Kind of place that there. Yeah, that'll. Ooh, maybe that's too clipped through there at the moment. Let's move you just slightly so you're not in the way. There you go. All right. Yeah, and we can put another little crane over here maybe. How big did I make that? Is that 0.5? Yeah, 0.5. Seems to be the winning formula. I angle this one a little bit differently. Oh, excuse you. You are not in charge. Kyle is in charge. Thank you. Yeah, and then we can kind of give the appearance that they're unloading stuff here. So we'll grab not a giant barrel. Just put a few things that are clearly being unloaded at the docks here. Come on, barrel. Thank you. Perfect. We need some crates. Oh yeah, we can have big crates down here because obviously. Dang it, crate, what are you doing? Alright, yeah, we can have big crates because obviously we've got crane lifting equipment. It's all good. We'll put just like one here. Maybe some smaller ones, perhaps. Where's the small box? There's the small box. Small box. And we'll angle it slightly. Whoa, hey now. Angle box, stack a second box, slightly angled, boom, automatic scenery for the win. What is this? Oh, that's a giant skeletal rib cage. That's not what we need. Let's add some rope here, obviously. What dockyard would be complete without rope? Ooh, actually, we should have like little rope. No, I guess rope ties wouldn't be like on the side. They'd be on the boat, and then you need something for the boat to wrap the rope around on the dock. Figure that one out, I guess. Okay, here we go. We're gonna add like benches, really shrunken benches. And those are gonna be the little attachment-y things for the boats. Whatever those things are called that boats attach to. For me, they're called boat attachy things. Alright. Or if a mouse wants to sit on the end, then I guess, sure, they're a bench. Perfect. Yeah, I think we should have like some kind of light down here. That'll work. Just put that. Yeah, that's perfect. A light on the dock. Excellent. Heck, maybe we even add one more like on top of here somehow. Yeah. Make it a little smaller. That's too small. 0.4? No, 0.4 is we'll go 0.3. Yeah. Okay. Now how can I? Okay. We'll finagle it. We'll finagle it. There we go. Oh, that looks weird balancing up there now, actually, now that I see it. We will lower you down so you blend in. And yeah, look, now it's got a little light on top. Alright, perfect. Okay. Now, I know the interwebs has used things like barrels to create kind of like connection points underneath like this. And let's see. I mean, that's not too bad to cover up the legs on the tables, because they do kind of just look like tables sitting on top of the water. What else do we have, though? Alright, you know what, Internet? I think you've won today. I've looked about just about everything, and that might be the cleanest option I've got right there. Gotta make sure I don't mess things up too bad, make them look too clumsy. Go. That's pretty good, actually. You can get it to just not look too barrel-y sticking out. Looking too barrel-y is a, well, that's a known normal use as a verb of the word barrel. Right, let's put this one there, and then we'll clip it in. We'll move those in a second. Alright, I would say that is a pretty good start. Now, we need to think about how we're going to put a boat in here. And due to the fact that this is all, again, scenery that's costing us money, I need to remember to plus play. I need to remember to press play, so that one, the game continues to do game things. There's a lot of dying I just saw going on over here. Why are you all dying? Why is the dying happening? Alright, that party just massacred that poor spider. And that's a dead wizard. I can't be bothered by game balancing and death issues right now. I have to build a dockyard. Let's see, we are... Actually, does this mean we're approaching the end of... We haven't even finished one day yet in game? Are you serious? All this work I've done, and it's only been 23 hours in game? Okay. Well, we'll just continue to let that play out, and then, yeah, that'll hopefully make us some money. Is the money going up? Are we making the money? Hello? Hello? Hold on. Okay, so I still have 7 days left on my web advertisement. That's good. Only had 11 impressions. About as bad as my YouTube channel. Alright, we're gonna do a little boat for practice. A little practice boat to see how things go. Now, where the boat gets started, I can't really move everything as a unit, so I have to really think about where the edge of said boat will be first, probably. So let's go ahead, let's put the edge of said boat here. Well, there you have it, ladies and gents. There is our boat right there. Look at that. Look at that boat. That is the best looking boat I've ever seen. And raise it up to, well, this will be a small boat. So let's have this be, boop. We'll kind of have a ramp going to the boat, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we'll do that. And then let's go a little higher. Now, this is where we're gonna get tricky. Just put that on top for now. And then I want to take this and we'll go whoop, and then I want to go rotatey. There we go. Okay, rotate like that-ish. Okay, and then no, I want that, and then I want to go down, and I need to be able to see what I'm doing. I need to rotate the other way still. Apparently the Table's invisible when it's upside down. That's cool. That's a neat trick. Those legs sticking up are going to be an issue. Alright, let's try this. Like that. Back to translate, rotate. Side. Still not where I need it to be. Boop, 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 boop. Is that touching the water? I think it's touching the water. Yeah, it's touching the water. Okay. This is gonna be tough. Okay. Ooh, wait, what's this? Streamer has connected. We have a streamer? I was about to say, I've got the deck of the boat done. It only took 16 days to do, but, let's see. Popular web influencer Kitten Purple has connected and is live streaming their experiences. Let's put on a good show for the viewers. Yeah, go to. Where is this person? Kitten Purple, VIP. Ooh, so Kitten Purple, who may or may not be a woman, I don't know, could be a guy, that's fine, is, wait, hold on, focus on Kitten Purple. Oh, focus, thank you, there we go. Kitten Purple has chosen to be a wizard in the land of Shatterstone, and, yeah, this might be entertaining to watch. Let's go ahead and throw a little favorite on him, just because, oh wait, I can upgrade the game too. Alright, well while we're, oh, it pauses while I'm upgrading. Okay, well, let's do this real quick. I'm not too worried about advertising, especially because we got a streamer on now. That should actually increase our total subscriber count. I think that actually helps with sales, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and keep leaning into fluff. We'll release that. Then we'll keep following Kitten Purple here. See what she is up to. They are up to. That's what I should be saying. And I'm already bored. I have no idea where Kitten Purple is going. What's their quest? What's also... Oh, Kitten Purple already has 650 experience. Meaning that Kitten Purple has already done quite a few quests. They've been here for a little bit. Man, look at all these players. This is amazing. I really should pay attention to what's going on in my game more. Also, we've officially, well, not officially, but almost capped out residents in the Brightwood Inn. Because we do have over 1,000 subscribers now. I just realized. 331 online. Bug count is fine. Worried about that. Okay, that means that... I wonder... Hold on. How many people are in this inn? Only 0. Only 0. Tavern. I guess taverns don't hold people. Okay, well, that's interesting. Anyways, the only options people have are this inn and the one over there. Should I make another one? I wonder if I should make another one. I mean, we're capped out, so... Well, let's just keep thinking about that for the time. Wow, that boat looks tiny now that I see how little space it takes up. I really am making a small boat. I gotta figure out how to make the pointy end and the round end of the boat. Actually, I wonder, could I just do something like this? Whoop, 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 whoop. Could I make my boat have that on it? Let's see if we can make a pointy part. That was only terrible. Oh. Alright, that looks functional. They're just ropes tied up on the front. That's all that is. Covering up some of the clipping issues. Put a chair upside down there. How do I make side rails now? Okay, hold on. How big would it have to be to go slightly smaller? Oh, our streamer has disconnected apparently. Well, that's okay. We have 1,200 people subscribed. Holy crap! Where are all them? Where are they? Where are they all? Well, they're not playing. Only 300 people are playing, which is okay, I suppose. Oh, look at all those wizards. Be the wizard gang. Not seeing lots of playing happening. You must all play. You must all have fun. I demand the fun. You guys are... You're not in a group. You're gonna get hammered by several guys. Oh no, you are in a group. Okay. Total health, but how do I see like individual health? Paladin. Oh, the paladin was doing okay. All right. Well, that was. You guys are doing good. They're doing okay. Anyways, back to our boat. Right, it is starting to sort of look... Oh, our boat's got a hole in the back. I was gonna say, it's looking like a boat, except for the giant hole in the back. I think that looks pretty good. For the time being. We should put one of these thingies on here as a mast. Oh, yeah. Just like that. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Even do like a smaller one. Front half. Like a so. Yeah. that will have to do for now. And I would say we've comfortably got a boat here. Would like to do one more thing. Let's see, I might actually go... I'm gonna get rid of this piece actually. Yeah, we'll use a slightly more rickety table here. And we'll take said rickety table. Give it the old rotation on the axis. Make as many sound effects as are necessary. Actually, that might be pretty good right there. Yeah. Rickety planks. There. Yeah, perfect. Way on and off now. Awesome. Yeah, that boat looks absolutely microscopic compared to the rest of our dock, but that's okay. It's a small boat. It's meant to be tiny. We'll experiment with some bigger things and work from there. For now, though, I'm a little sick of this whole dockyard so far because that boat took forever. I've had the game paused for a little bit, so I'm going to look at a couple things. So, first and foremost, I did obviously conclude that we've hit 1,000 people in a residence in our inn here. Let's go see if people are using the other inn. The answer is yes, so there are a couple of people in there now with 1,263 active subscribers and only 1,000 at the other one. I don't know where the rest of people are saving their game. How do they save their game, really, is the question. So, do I figure out a way to put an inn over here? Gives me an idea. I could actually, in theory, just replace the servants' quarter building that I built here and just turn it into an inn. That would kind of make sense. I could not really treat it as an inn in the theatric sense, but in the actual game mechanics wise, it would be good. Obviously, have an inn. Yeah, we can just place that right there. Thematically, we can say that it's the servants' quarters, but as far as game mechanics go, it is a place that players can actively use as an inn, because that's ultimately what it is, and that gives us another 200 residents that can stay there, which, you know, that's good. They can kind of stay on the property of the Baron's land here. Plus there's a shop, so I mean, it kind of makes sense. There's like some small things they can take advantage of that are here. Ooh, yeah, and we can actually place a tavern over here. Kind of looks like it could just be another building out here. Yeah, so we can go like that. Ooh, that kind of disrupts that building there a little bit. Hold on, hold on. You know what, that'll work there. Yeah, it's just another building on the property, but yeah, people can go hang out and drink there. Maybe the Baron himself, he grows the grains and he's got his own little brewery on site for himself. So he doesn't have to go and finagle with the locals, you know. Nobody wants to be seen down there. Good, now this has got like a little community to it, even though, again, thematically it's just this one guy's estate, right? Yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Looking at the experience of some of these players, like 1,000 has probably got to be the highest experience I've seen of any player in the game. Like, has anyone even like gotten close to breaking into level 2? Oh, this guy's got 2,400. That's pretty good. Why does this guy's name have Tantrum above it? What is going on here? Tags. Toxic Tantrum. Oh, this is one of those players. Maybe he should go back to League of Legends where he belongs. Now that we've completed this dockyard to the extent that I can kind of get into at the moment, the last update had the travel update for the game, and that actually included ships, airships, and a few other things. I think it had balloons in it as well. Now, I could upgrade the game to the point where we could get access to that stuff, and I will do that eventually, but I don't think I want ships until we get to the point where we'll have multiple regions that we're going to want to go to. Now, with that being said, as I was kind of delving into that portion of the patch, I wasn't able to record very much in the past week, and so as a result I was able to, however, delve into the game a little bit, and so there's a few little things I added in scenery-wise, detail-wise, that I wanted to touch base on. And you can see here, this starfish is actually scenery. That's part of the travel update as well. It came with the ship stuff, as well as some other boats and whatnot. So over here by the little hut here that I put in the edge of the cove with the lighthouse on the other side, I put a little campsite here that I think I'll use for some quest lines that I'm going to add in fairly soon. I've got some more ideas for more quest lines in this region. Now, the other thing you'll notice right off the bat is I kind of added some more subtly smaller trees here to kind of make a little bit more of a transition into the forest, so it wasn't just abruptly big giant trees out of nowhere. Additionally, I'll kind of show you as I go through here, I added lots of rocks to kind of add a little bit more texture and feature to the landscapes. But I think to start out with, I'll take you back over to the starting point of our game. So it's going to look pretty similar to what I had before. I added a little bit more as far as the shrubbery goes. Luckily, we didn't have to chop down the tallest tree with a herring. That would have been annoying. But you can see, yeah, I added just more shrubbery, kind of give it a little more feature and texture as people are moving through here. Now, you'll also notice some more fences. I think they just add a little more character to the pathways. And we can follow this back up to the town here where we got this fork in the road. I did add, again, a few more trees, give it a little more flair, a little more feel like we're walking through a forest and not just big open plainscape with massive trees that kind of overpower things. I'm going to start off kind of briefly going through town here. I added a lot of rock features. I think it really brings out more character, as if this is a coastal town that's kind of built in a cove that has more of that rocky feature to it. So a lot of that, the shrubs are kind of added a little more densely so that there's just a little bit more feel like this was, a little bit more feel like there was full of actual landscape, and then the town was built around that. So lots more rocks, some big ones here along the edge of the cove here where the road was, along with some more fence spacing, just again to add a little bit more density to it, a little more feature-esque in a way. Again, over here by the kobolds, just a little bit more shrubbery, a little more brush so that it feels like it's a little more fleshed out than just the generic kind of grass space on the ground here. Same goes around the lighthouse, just making it feel a little more fleshed out. Definitely a lot more rocky features as well. You can see the inside of the cove here feels like there's a lot more going on. I just felt like it added more. And then over here by our little hut, I'm going to add portions of the quest lines that kind of go through both of these segments. So it'll kind of go over here where this is by these guys, up in here. We'll flesh that out more, but just wanted to show some of the visuals. I'm going to continue on the path here, and we'll take you up toward where the Baron's estate was. But along the way, I'll kind of show you what it feels like to pass by all the trees. We've got the first spawning point. I decided to add a lot more flowers and plant features there as well. We'll follow this up past our little campground for the our empire that's developed a little station here. Take this up, and as we head up to the fork in the road up here, you'll notice there's a lot of rocks, a lot of trees. It feels really secluded. Now, what I like to do from a game design standpoint, as far as like the features and way things look, I love it when you're walking up a path and you can't tell what's in any other direction. Like, you can't tell that there's a massive building situation over here, and you'll see, like, I added quite a bit to the Baron's estate. And then as you come up here, you can't notice the big spire that has the big kind of explosion around it of trees. Even through here, you don't know it's there. So until you get kind of drawn over there, be a quest line, it's just kind of an unknown. So from the fork here, if we take it toward the Baron's stables, we'll notice as soon as we come around the corner here, a lot more rocks, a lot more hidden things, more brush. We got a fence here, and then it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, what's this? There's a little barn stable here, and then I even added down here in the pond area a little bit more features as far as plants go. Yeah, we follow this pathway here, and there's some livestock. Admittedly, they are just bears, but they are bears set up as guards, so they won't actually attack any of our players, which is good. And then we'll follow this along here until we get to the fork. Ooh, I actually need to add some rocks underneath there because that's flat, so we'll have to fix that. I did have the game playing for a bit also while I was building the dockyards. I didn't have the game playing while I was building out all this stuff just because I didn't want you guys to miss anything. I feel like there's a few people who are enjoying watching this, and I'm enjoying playing and talking to you guys in the comments. So keep that fun stuff coming. I did add some more farm situation here, so you can see right here, big patchwork. And then I added the buildings here. Now this tavern was originally, I think I placed it right about here. I decided to just move it out here. So now there's a little tavern with a building kind of at the outskirts of all this farmland here. Put a scarecrow in there because I thought it was that was cute. Nothing has changed in the Baron's estate itself. I did obviously put the small inn here just so there's more places for players to stay. Kind of feels like it makes sense with the aesthetic of the area. If we follow this road down here, this is the road that would go to Maxinides Tower. You can kind of see I hit it up a little bit more there. Yeah, a little teaser. And yeah, we take this road up here around the rocks. Don't want to give too much away about Maxinides Tower there. I'll get rid of that. And we got more farmland here at the outskirts of the Baron's estate. So we'll have a little house here. Somebody lives and kind of helps take care of all of the land as far as the crop production. And we've got some more livestock back here. These are just spiders that are set up as guards, technically, as NPCs, so they won't attack players. But yeah, they're just kind of cool little things. I thought would be interesting. That maybe livestock in this area isn't traditional to what we would assume it being cows or pigs. It is spiders and bears. But yeah, lots more farmland here. And then back on the road leading to Maxinides Tower, it really starts to get kind of pretty, a little more magical surrounding. So I put some more rocks. The path kind of curves up now through here and around up to the tower. So you can see that. A lot more trees surrounding it. And then I gave Maxinide a little study garden. So I got some mushrooms in here I thought looked pretty good, situational for his kind of magical wizardy thing. And he's got a little study table with his bench and kind of where maybe he just eats and stuff. And so I might add some features here as far as quest lines go too. But yeah, you can see all the way up there top of the tower. I thought that was a cool little addition. And from a visual standpoint, walking up to it, I think it looks really cool with just kind of like come around this rock and then boom. Oh wow, that's interesting. This is cool. You know, this is the kind of stuff I like in games, is when you turn the corner and you see something you didn't expect. And you can kind of see here too, I added a ton of trees, pine trees specifically, back behind the estate, so it wasn't just bare mountain. And I think that's going to kind of lead into potentially what goes into the next region. We'll see when I get there, but thought I'd share all of that with you guys. I thought this looked like a lot more of a well put together kind of fleshed out estate with some farmland attached to it. If we follow straight back to the intersection back here, and then we continue on our way toward the Grand Spire, we kind of wind through some more forest here. Then we make our way up here. This is the crossroads leading back into town. And then if we head down this way, again, I added some more brush, just kind of make it feel a little bit more full in certain areas. And then down here, not a whole lot's changed. I did modify some portions of like our dining hall. I shrunk the tables, or not the tables, I shrunk the chairs so that we could fit more of them in there. Put some little tankards here for as if guys were drinking. And then I put some food and some ale here with some little tankard style cups, so that it felt like it was a little more fleshed out, like a camp. Yeah, added just a couple things in there, make it feel a little more homey. And then over here, if we cross past by the spire, and you can see there's a decent number of players coming in through this region now. Added more brush, but I also added a ton of rocks. Now, the reason I did that is because now, if our players head in here, because I have somewhere in here, I have like a single enemy that's supposed to be elite, but I don't know where he's at the moment. He's probably clipping through something. In here? Hello? Mr. Skeleton? Where'd he go? Where is he? Alright, well I have no idea where he's at. But anyways, it feels more like a cave in a way. Or it was caved in portions of this fortress. I realize I'm probably tripping people out being stuck inside there. But yeah, I wanted it to feel like a cavern that kind of caved in around the ruins there. So nothing's really changed out here. I think it's pretty decent looking. I might make some changes. But yeah, definitely filled out more brush. And then added some more trees on the edge here, kind of where, you know, things wouldn't have gotten destroyed as we lead into our little kind of intermittent stopping point here before we'll have a transition into another location, another region in our game. And then the inn here finally has its little walkway that's going to go down toward the beach, because this is supposed to be a little kind of resort situation. So we got some guys down here hanging out by little fire pits in a couple different spots, and then down here there's even a little kind of fishing dock I decided to put together too. So yeah, anyways, added a bunch of stuff. Felt like it kind of added a lot more character to everything. In this kind of stuff in the future, I think what I'll do is I'm definitely going to record it, and I'll show you guys kind of how I went through the thought process on a lot of that, because it's just more fun, I think, for everything to see. Oh yeah, and I even added some crossbows and some equipment next to some of these cars, so they felt like you know, if a skeleton got too close, they could just kind of bolt it in the face, if that seemed like the appropriate thing at the time. Now, with all this being done and said, with all these visual adjustments I've made and kind of just prettying up, polishing out certain portions of the region so far, I think I'm definitely ready to take the deep dive plunge into kind of what I've been thinking thought process wise for balancing our player characters and balancing our enemies completely out for the region for level 1 and level 2, as well as our quests. I've got a couple quests I'm going to add to the entire situation in this region, as well as kind of modify, slightly tweak the ones we have. Nothing major is going to change as far as what's already there, but I will add a couple more. We want to ensure that when players leave the region entirely, they hit level 3, so they're ready to progress to the next section. And so with that in mind, I do have an upgrade available here. I did a couple of the basic ones that allowed me to increase like fluff and not astroturf, but the hugs. That's what it was, fluff and hugs. This one is the next major one. You can see 826 pieces. There was a couple on when I went and did the upgrades before this that were like 1500. So you can see every time I placed any single one of these things, obviously it gave me quite a bit to the upgrades, but I didn't want to cheat the system and just kind of like plow through and get to game status like 4 or 5. So I decided to save this big one for you guys in a recording. This is going to be one of our major ones that obviously adds something big to the game. Now, I'm not sure anyone's going to be upset about this, but I'm going to hold off on flight paths, I think, for at least another full round of upgrades. Only because we have a pretty centralized main town in this region, the Baron's estate, as well as the kind of main conflict where the Spire is. They're not too far away. I'm not going to necessarily force players into a situation where they're going to have to go back and forth a ton for the quests I'll add into this region. So I'm not going to worry about flight paths until we get our next region really set up. I do want to lean more heavily into the social component of this being an RPG oriented game. So I'm going to focus, I think, on hugs here. So I'm either going to go instant message or hugs. Or sorry, what I meant was I'm going to go instant message or guilds. They both add to hugs. They're both +5 to hugs. So in terms of stats that this adds, either one should be the same. But I think I'm going to go with guilds. I like the idea of guilds. I don't know if guilds actually adds anything as far as bigger parties. I think parties are still limited to 4 players at a time. I could be wrong. We'll click on this and find out. But I think I'm going to do this just because from the standpoint of, you know, conceptually, theoretically within the game, I like the idea of having guilds. So I'm going to do this one. We're going to go ahead and hit release. And we are now in game status 4.0.0. So in the next episode, the goals are definitely going to be looking up at some of our global goals here. Reach 10,000 subscribers, probably not going to happen anytime soon, but get 100 players to level 2. That's something I think can definitely happen. So we're going to do some management in terms of the experience they're getting already. I'm going to make it easier to go from level 1 to level 2, but then that transition to 2 to 3 will be a little bit tougher. And I think that makes sense because I think games that kind of give you that first level is like a, hey, congratulations, you did kind of the basic stuff within the game. You've learned concepts, you've learned the mechanics. Here's the next level. Here's a new ability or something, or some access to better weapons, whatever it might be. And then 2 to 3 is a little bit more of like actually you kind of figuring out how to perfect what your play style is. Not that we have much control over that in this specific game, but I like to imagine. I like to think that I'm actually, creating something for you guys, and you guys are the little guys that are all running around in here. That's kind of my kind of fun, magical thought process on this. And with that in mind, if anybody's interested, if you want to go ahead and leave a comment and you want me to name an NPC or a player after you, I would be more than happy to do that. I think it'd be fun to kind of get those of you that are kind of getting involved, that I've been kind of getting to know a little bit in the comments, and we can kind of add everyone in and they can all be involved in some way. But I think overall, I hope you guys have all enjoyed this episode. It was a lot of detailing work on my end of things. Took a little bit of time, but I really, really, really love the way things are looking now. And I think I have a better idea of the kind of focus and everything that I want to put into the detail of every region that I do throughout this Let's Play. So until next time, I'm Kyle. This has been that one playthrough of MMORPG Tycoon 2. I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day.